All righty, good afternoon. Time now is 3:34. I'm meteorologist Danielle Moss. We have just been issued a severe thunderstorm warning for DeSoto and Shelby counties. This storm right now looks to be producing some pretty small size hail, but it is enough hail for it to be a severe thunderstorm warning. I'm going to zoom in on the specific storm that we are keeping our eye on. As you can see across the area, there are a few isolated thunderstorms across North Mississippi, but for the most part, we are dry here in the Mid-South. Here's a closer look at that one cell that we are keeping our eye on this afternoon. And this is the reason why they issued that severe thunderstorm warning, that yellow box there on your screen. That storm has doubled in size in the last 10 to 15 minutes. Our main concern, hail. We had a few reports of nickel-sized hail, and this severe thunderstorm warning is showing that the winds could be upwards of 60 miles an hour. It's for DeSoto County, Mississippi and Shelby County, Tennessee until 4 o'clock p.m. Now, we're not going to be staying on very long. I just wanted to give you the gist of what we're looking at with this storm. As you can see, hail could definitely be a possibility. And as of right now, we're just picking up on just a little bit of hail just north of Olive Branch. If I zoom in just a little bit, so right in the Mineral Wells area, Maywood, a little bit south of South Haven. And if I put some movement on this storm, it looks like it's just kind of populating and growing, intensifying on itself. So it's not necessarily just traveling north or traveling south like we usually see these storms. It is legitimately an isolated severe thunderstorm. We're not anticipating it to create a tornado by any means. It's definitely just creating some larger size hail, nickel sized right now. And as you know, sometimes that hail can be dangerous. So definitely want to make sure that if you have anything outside, go ahead and pull it inside. They did just reissue another severe thunderstorm warning for DeSoto, Tate, and Tunica, Mississippi, as well as Lee County in Arkansas. I am here in the Weather Center right now, keeping my eye on these storms. I'm going to show you our severe weather kind of graphic that talks about hail sizes so you can know exactly what we're looking at. Here's a look at that. When I say nickel size hail, that is a little bit under the severe limit, but as soon as it goes up to an inch, quarter size, that's when they will issue that severe thunderstorm warning, and we have seen one for this area. Once again, this is a severe thunderstorm warning for Shelby County as well as DeSoto County until 4 p.m. and that is a second one, so I'll zoom out just a little bit while we're on the air and talk about this one. This one's right over Tunica. And as you can see, these cells they look giant, especially compared to the rest of the area that's not getting any rainfall right now. Our main concerns with these two storms, hail size and possible high winds. We did see some hail yesterday with those storms that came through. The winds were stronger. We saw some winds knocking things over in some places across the Mid-South. We saw a few airborne trampolines. So very interesting things, but you definitely want to make sure that you're being very weather aware. If you know anyone who's outside working at this time, maybe just tell them to come on in for a minute until these storms kind of pass over. These are just our summertime isolated showers. And like I was saying yesterday during my forecast, you just never know when they could pop up. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit before we hop back off air. But most of these storms are being kind of isolated in the North Mississippi area. In fact, I will kind of circle this area here. So all of North Mississippi and parts of Shelby County, definitely right now, we're keeping our eye on these storms because they are intensifying. In fact, I think we have a live look at I-55 and Goodman Road. That probably is and this is also MDOT at 305 North. This is at Highway 302. There we go. If we take that live, that's fine. We can take a full screen. You can see the heavy rainfall falling right now. Hail probably coming down in that area as well. So once again, these storms are in North Mississippi. They are intensifying, and some of them do have severe thunderstorm warnings. And whenever we have one in the metro area, we do come on and tell you about them. If you take a look at the top of your screen there, I'll zoom in on the one that does include Shelby County. It's literally just a sliver of Shelby County, but the storm is intensifying. Main concern, just your hail and your high winds and a little bit of heavy rainfall. As you can see that traffic camera in the bottom of your screen. So I'm here in the Weather Center keeping my eye on it. Over the last hour or so, we have definitely seen more of them kind of populate. In fact, I'll zoom out just a little bit. There's that camera live. You can see it's very hazy. The winds are really high there. Winds could be around 60 miles an hour. And you can see the wind kind of traveling and pushing that rain off to the east just a little bit. But definitely a main concern. It is 3:39 right now, so people are going to start going home, heading home from work. Definitely seeing that heavy rainfall. I'll put a little bit of motion so you guys can see what's been happening over the last hour. We literally went from no rain in the Mid-South to about 6 isolated strong severe thunderstorms. The main concern with all of them, high winds and possible hail. We're not really looking at a tornadic event. We haven't seen any of these storms really take rotation, but you just never know. So it's better to be on the safe side and just go ahead and tell you all. But for now, we'll just, go ahead and toss you back to regular programming right now. We don't want to keep you on for too long because we're not anticipating a life-threatening event. But if you do have anything that's outside, definitely want to bring it inside because we do have a few reports of nickel-sized hail with these storms. I'm here in the Weather Center. If things continue to intensify, I'll hop back on and give you guys another update. But for now, I'm meteorologist Danielle Moss, and we'll toss you back to regular programming.